Mark, buck right here. Yeah, I'll shoot that deer. We've literally been in the tree. I don't even think we're completely set up yet. That deer. Oh yeah. We had phenomenal blood for 400 or 500 yards and just never stopped. He bedded twice and must have been bedded and just knew he wasn't gonna make it and fell down the rest of the way of the hill. It feels nice to punch a Wisconsin tag.
I've seen enough of them. All right, here we go. Ready? I hard shot him. Go down. He just bedded down. Oh man. I can't believe that just happened, dude. First deer of the trip. Truly blessed for this opportunity and couldn't ask for much more than this, and just feel very fortunate. So
today the sun come out. We got standing corn down this hill, probably 400 yards. And these deer should be bedded up here to the north of us, and they should be heading down this afternoon. Barrett. I absolutely drilled him. Where you at him? Yes. I think I... November 16th, down here in Iowa. We just got him out of the woods, got him out in the open here and propped up. Brandon and I have been at it the last couple of days down here. Weather's been real cold. We got hit with a snowstorm yesterday.
We should be about, I was thinking somewhere within 150 yards of this deer now, from where we seen him this morning. Our guess is he's on the other side of this draw here. We're gonna just ease up on the top here and slowly work it and keep looking down in the draws, and hopefully we can run into him, but we know we're getting pretty close to him here. Thanks, dude. That's a hell of a deer. The deer still had a lot of life left in him. We were able to get closer on him and get one more arrow in him. It's not the way you want to see it done, but what an awesome buck. I'm happy with him, really happy with him. Kind of fed out the winter meat field behind us, but the next group is already on its way in.
Pumped, man. I can't thank these guys enough for bringing me out here. This has been a heck of a trip. This year's been so much fun. Couldn't be happier to have my first out-of-state buck on the ground, especially with Mike Mancl behind the camera. We've been chasing deer for a long time together, and this is the first one he's filmed me kill. Good buck anyway. It's really cool when it all comes together like it has this year.
realize that's not a very high scoring deer. But that deer has been a 200 plus pound deer since summer. I think that deer is old. He kept walking up and he's got so much mass on him. Oh man, I know he's not gonna score worth a hoot, but that is a big deer. That's a big deer. I smoked him. Woo, we found him, man. He gave us a good blood trail, but petered out at the end here. That's a nice main. Oh, just look at that frame. Wow.
Hopefully some show up tonight before dark, because it gets dark quick in here. We're in real tall old timber, so not much sunlight gets through, so hopefully they want to cooperate and want to get at this bait early. Through the heart.
Wow. I was tore up inside.
Yeah, good head.
Really thought that was a bad shot. Look at that. That is awesome. First bear ever down. Thank you so much, Brad. This has been awesome.
Yeah, congratulations. Yep. We keep doing this year in and year out, man. I'm gonna have to owe you. So buck down, Dad. Yep. Give me a high five, buddy. I mean, the last 4 years have been a struggle learning a new farm every year, but I'd say we're off to a pretty good start with this one, bud. Don't move. He's walking this way, dude. He's walking right here. Don't hardly move. You on him? Tell me when you're good, Logan.
Super happy we were able to find him. We knew it was going to be a dead deer. It was a little low, a little back, but he was quartering away super hard. So the hunt was awesome last night. Decoy Dan did his job.
See him in the bottom.
Meh.
I thought my shot was a touchback. It looked like lung liver. And he ran across the creek and he kind of hunched up. And then he went up the hill and we watched him crash. He's laying dead probably 90 yards from us.
let this deer go overnight. We're gonna go down here where I shot him, go look for the arrow, see if we can find blood, start following the trail.
Right in the middle of those trees.
Nice. This was another buck we had on the list. He's a tight racked, mature deer. Not a high scoring deer, but definitely a mature deer. I'm super happy with him. He's an awesome buck.
Pretty sure it's a shooter out here. Right about 150, 200 out. He just went down in the field right there. Oh man, does that feel good?
What here? It's a big flat squeeze right here. First velvet whitetail opening night in North Dakota, 2019. Couldn't ask for anything better. And to start off, I mean, we weren't in a tree more than 2 hours to start the season. This guy walks right in, 15 yards.
Come on. Dude, let's go. Let's go. That could not have worked out any better.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Look at those inside points. This week's been a pretty good grind. It's day 7 or 8, and this is our first buck or mature buck encounter that we've actually had in all those days. We made it work tonight. Great night, great buck.
Last night, well, yesterday afternoon was pretty rough on me. We watched this buck go into this last draw probably, I'm gonna tell you, 1,000 yards from here yet. And we waited for what we could see. He never come out. He wasn't in there. I found a little bit of blood, but it's so hard to find blood, and it hits this grass, you can't see it. Coyotes are terrible out here. I figured the coyotes would have got him last night, and they did. I actually walked right up there last night. We got up here this morning, and there's magpies all over.
November 9th, Logan and I just got out here to Ohio. We drove straight through the night after Logan got done with work. We got here about 4 something this morning. We're not familiar with this area that we're going into, so we just let it get light out. And now we're gonna walk up in there and take a look around. I think she's by herself. I could zip her in there. Logan, there's a big buck. Logan, get out. You see him? I'm zoomed in, Max. I see him. Mer. Dude, I just smoked him. He's dead. Come up to this river bottom to do some scouting, and this buck stands up with this doe, and it had, from the time I saw the deer to the time I shot, had to have been about 5 seconds. Looks like Logan's gonna get 5 days to himself here. I'll be playing cameraman. Nice shot.
Oh, I don't deserve him. I don't deserve him at all. So this morning I said a prayer. I said, Jesus, just help me to keep my patience this year. And I looked across the field, and this dude's down there tending a doe on the other side of the field. And Thank you, Jesus. That deer came right across the field, worked his way through Dad's cornfield up here. And I made about a 30, I'm going to say 35-ish yards or whatever. I put the 35-yard pin right on him, and Jesus guided the arrow, and he's dead right there. I'm going to say he's one of my biggest bucks ever.
What do you say when you shoot a big buck?
Hey, buck down.
Can I get knuckles?
Look alive, everybody. I hope this tickles your fancy. Put it down.
Let's go, baby.
Got him, got him, got him.
You're gonna make this happen.
Yes! Come on.
I am the icebreaker with a filmmaker's hands up, cause we going wild. I am a giant. I got the sauce and I'm never
Come on, man.
taking these shots.
Got it, got it.
But I am a boss. Get over here, I'ma give you that loss. Number one now, never backing down, we want it all. We gonna shut it down, come on, bring it now. Never slowing down, we want it all.
Well, that doesn't get you fired up. Nothing will. Welcome back to another RUT Live.
We want it all.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the final episode for this season of RUT Live. We've got Mancl and Hayden in Iowa. We've also got Ross Weeks and Isaac in Iowa. We got, as always, some boys in Wisconsin as well, starting with Hunter Jacobs and Kyle Zblewski. And finishing out our lineup for today, we have Jacob Rand and Dan Schubert hunting out of Wisconsin. It's going to be a good day. We've got some awesome guest hosts joining us today, boys. We're super glad to have you. This is David and Dean from Team Tag and Brag. Most of our audience probably is aware of you boys, but for anybody that's not, there's your introduction. Couldn't be more excited to have you. The weather's looking perfect. The scenarios that the boys have lined up for today are spot on. So we got a real good shot at putting something down today, and I couldn't be more excited. Again, thankful to have you boys. Say hello.
How's everybody doing?
What's going on, guys?
Good, man. Good. So how did you guys get lured into this and not be out in the woods this afternoon?
Yeah, we got lucky because Dean filled a tag last Saturday and I filled one this morning. So I would be kind of upset right now because it is a beautiful afternoon to be in a tree.
Yeah. Well, congrats. What played out for you boys? Where were you hunting?
We're actually up at our hunt camp up in New York right now.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Camp Cutlet, correct?
Yeah.
Camp Cutlet.
Good deal. Heck yeah, man. Well, you can't beat that. I would guess that up in your area there, was that kind of still pre-rut, or were they chasing does pretty hard? Did you see some mature bucks on the hoof chasing, or what are you looking at out there?
Yeah, they're either chasing or kind of in between does right now, it seems like. But the bucks are on their feet like crazy.
Yeah, honestly, the last 7 days for sure, it's been really good. A lot of, if we haven't had sightings of them hunting, we've had a lot of trail camera pictures and videos during the day. They're up and cruising for sure.
Yeah, I've actually noticed that even down here where I'm at. A lot of bucks moving during the day, mostly younger bucks right now, but I think we're poised to start popping off about any time here. Typically, it's about another week or 10 days or so before the rut really picks up around here, but it's a freaking weird rut anyway. It's, we've got not a lot of ag, so we've got a lot of pockets of little populations that react to things differently than each other. So you'll have more of a longer rut that's not as exciting. It's like not quite as fiery as what you get in the Midwest or up there where you boys are at, but man, it's picking up here too. I'm looking forward to it, man. Today's actually opening day of our muzzleloader season. So I'm just imagining that I'm out in a tree looking at a buck right now. Second best thing is to be here with you boys. But yeah, man, conditions just seem like they're ideal. You know, it's sweet November.
Yeah,
It's
it was perfect this morning. Like we got in and we just got back from Kansas like a week and a half ago or so. We were hunting 90-degree, 80, 90-degree temperatures. It was insanely, like abnormally warm. So I've been craving that like crisp November fall morning, and we got it this morning. Deer were on their feet, and it was just one of them days, like too good not to be in a tree. And yeah, happy to be out there because it was in the right spot this morning.
That's like the one thing that's keeping me sane right now is that it's gonna be almost 80 today. So it's kind of hard for me to get fired up about getting out there. You know, I'm still waiting for that nice cold, crisp morning. And we had a good cold snap a few weeks ago. I didn't go out. Would have been a great opportunity that I missed. You know, kids, work, life, whatever. But I think it's finally about to happen here. We're getting the first kind of rings of cooler weather, you know. So it's time.
It's been warm this season, honestly. It feels like it has anyway.
I think it has. I think it's been warm everywhere, you know.
Yeah, we got a couple. We usually get a couple good cold fronts in October, and we got a couple like small ones, 10-degree drops, but nothing in like the 30 to 40-degree temperature range. So,
right,
it's been nice to feel these the last day or so here.
Heck yeah, cool. So Kansas, New York. What are your plans aside from that? I know you boys hunt Ohio, correct? Pretty good.
Yeah, we've been in Ohio for the last like week or so, and it was picking up there. Actually, what was it, Dean? 2 days ago, we each had shooters that like we had encounters with, thought it was about to happen, and just one of them things, big old deer, just I don't know, they zig when they need to zag, or they don't do the right thing ever. And that's just what happened. We were in the chits for sure, but it's unfortunate that it didn't happen. But it's starting to pop there too. It's a great time to be in the woods.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen a few guys that I know that have been hunting Ohio the last week or so that have been successful. Looks like it's getting kind of hot there for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Which is good because you know you don't have any reasonably decent college football to watch if you're an Ohio guy this year. So might as well hunt.
Here we
go. Go Vols, baby.
They're coming back to the left, I think now. I just caught a flash of one like underneath that arched tree. But it looked like I was kind of going into that thick stuff. That's CRP.
All right, before we got ripped away from the live action there, we were taking a look at Mancl in Iowa. Beauty of a setup he's got. Love to see these boys get on some deer tonight. is new, boys. We've known each other for several years, and I've got to, from the sidelines, kind of see you guys evolve and have a lot of success with Team Tag and Brag. And I know there's been some recent weddings and life changes and things like that. What's going on?
A few weddings. Yeah, I got married a little over a year ago, and I got a little girl on the way in January.
Congrats, man.
Pretty excited about that, yeah.
Awesome.
That's why he's trying to fill all these tags right now, because
it's going to get hard.
Next year might not be promised.
Right. I timed it up
gets
perfectly,
tricky.
having the baby after, the bulk of hunting season, so no.
Yeah, but the only thing I would say is that you do have what's going to be a very pregnant wife during the rut, so you kind of need to stick around and make sure that that's taken care of,
Yeah, already dealing with that a little bit.
No, that's cool, man. That's getting to share
exciting.
the things you love with your own offspring is something you can't understand until you do it, and it's freaking sweet. Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Heck yeah.
Mama thinks she's going to be a girly girl, and Farmer Dino over here has some different thoughts.
Well, in my experience, I think my wife was wrong with her guess all 4 times. So maybe you'll be in that boat too. So what are you planning, man? Like a traditional giant Italian family, or what do we got on the agenda here?
I don't really have a ton on the agenda. My wife, she wants some kids, so that's just what I'm preparing for.
Yeah. That's the way she goes, brother. Yep.
I would say 3 is my number. Hers is like 4, but I think everybody says what they grow up with, kind of. We had 3 siblings growing up, and she's got 4, so.
Yeah. That's a good point. I always kind of figured we'd have 2, and we have 4.
Yeah.
It worked out perfectly. I ideally, if I was going to have a daughter, I wanted to have a son first, to have somebody to kind of keep eyes on her.
Sure, yeah.
We had 2 boys and then 2 girls, so it worked out great. Sometimes your plan isn't the best plan, and that was the case for me. My plan wasn't anywhere near as cool as what I ended up with. So
yeah, that's awesome.
What about you, David? You keeping quiet over there?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm just yeah. We're gonna have to make an addition to Camp Cutlet now. I feel like maybe like a 3rd level, kids level.
There you go. The children's quarters.
Yeah, the children's quarters. And can't hunt all day anymore. You got to get out for lunch. Take care of them little whippersnappers.
Yeah. But then someday, real soon, they'll be old enough to be out there all day with you.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome.
Oh, looks like we got Mancl with the recurve tonight.
Oh,
wow.
I know he has been hunting quite a bit with that thing and had some success with it, so maybe he can do it again tonight.
Yeah, that North Dakota buck was a bruiser.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
My goodness.
Yeah, dude, I've been hunting with a longbow for like the last 5 years and haven't sniffed anything.
Really?
Yeah. I never get anything close enough. I'll always kill during rifle or muzzleloader, but I've not had any. I've had chances on some does that I haven't taken. But it's tough, man. I don't feel.
You ground hunting, or are you in a tree?
Yeah. No, I've been ground hunting.
Yeah, that's wild. That is. I want to do that.
I ground hunt during rifle. Like I will get in a tree stand once in a while. We've got a few stands on family property here that I'll still utilize once in a while. But for the most part, I like to still hunt. I like to be mobile, be able to kind of react to conditions a little bit, and you know, as long as it's not dry and crunchy, you know, that's typically when I'll look for a tree stand.
Yeah, I miss that about like because you start filming and then you know you start making this into like a business and things change a little bit. Like you really can't just go out and grab a gun and you know head out somewhere or whatever. It's different than when we were growing up. I miss that like still hunting portion of it because we self film a lot. So normally Dean and I are trying to double our odds and be in two places at one time. And so the self filming aspect of it kind of takes the still hunting out of it. But I love that style of hunting and just taking what the weather and the terrain and everything gives you and finding one.
Yeah, like Grandpa used to do, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
He did pretty well.
In a damn red flannel and a red cap.
Yeah, right. Heck yeah. All right, old Cheeks Weeks looks like he's got some action. Nice little young buck. What is that, about an Iowa 2-month-old?
He was born in August.
Yeah, with a full rack.
Yeah. Hurt a little for the doe.
Right.
That's the price you pay for living in Iowa.
That's right.
Comes out with a beard.
Oh my God! What was that Saturday Night Live episode with Will Ferrell where he was born as a full-grown man? Did you guys ever see that? It comes out all wet.
Yeah.
Classic. Congratulations, you had a man.
So these are the boys in Iowa right now?
Yeah, this is Ross in Iowa.
I got you.
We've also got other people in Iowa. See, this is how good my brain works. I've already forgot.
See, you see that buck up in New York, and
yeah,
if it's orange or if the Orange Army is out and it's rifle season, that thing is not seeing the light of day ever again.
Right. It's the same way here in Tennessee, man. You know, it's there's not a lot of let them go and let them grow philosophy around.
No, not here either. I mean, it's changing a lot, and I think we're like, because locally, like, there's people that watch us, and you're seeing a lot more like shooting houses, elevated blinds, food plots from the road.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's cool because we have noticed a change over probably the last 5 to 6 years in the age class, just bumping up a little bit, you know?
Right.
And that's all it takes. They just need to get old. That's it.
Yeah.
But
well, that's cool, man. All right, checking in with Mancl here for a quick interview once we have the sound on for old boy. Turn your volume up super loud. You viewers at home, if you're having a hard time hearing him.
Hey folks, welcome back to our final RUT Live here. Me and Hayden are in the tree here in Iowa tonight, and we're hunting my urban spot again. This is third time in a row. Been hunting it, actually fourth time in a row on all the lives I've hunted it. In here after a few solid bucks. Main reason I'm hunting this tonight is we got an east-southeast wind. I mean, a lot of my permission farms just doesn't lay out very good for it. So we're in here tonight. We got a few good hit listers. Still, none of the really big bucks that I had on camera last year are in here yet. Not really sure why not. We got a lot of 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds on the cameras. For sure one good target buck I'm after, maybe 2. We were gonna go sit a stand a few hundred yards from here tonight and actually got to the tree, and it was bigger than I thought it was, so we weren't able to get up in it, so we actually opted to come to this spot. We're about 75 yards from where we sat last Saturday, kind of where we saw that pretty good 8-pointer come through. We weren't even set up in the tree, and we was putting sticks up and everything, and we had a good 8-pointer come about 70 yards past us. Finally got set up here about 45 minutes, hour ago. We've already seen 3 bucks, handful of does, some chasing going on, so should be a pretty solid night. It rained pretty good here midday for a few hours. It's supposed to stop here tonight. It's going to be a little bit breezy, but I think a lot of these deer have probably been laid up for a good portion of the day, so we should see some good movement here tonight. Hopefully we can get it done. I got the recurve with me tonight, trying to switch my mojo up here in Iowa. We've been on some good deer, just haven't seen them yet this year, so hopefully this will change our luck.
All right, man. Hopefully Mancl can put that plan together and make a play. Checking in back with Ross again. See what's turning up in Iowa. You boys were kind of touching on the fact that you've been able to see a little bit of an impact around your home turf there in the age class, getting a little bit older. And is that something you think that your content has helped to kind of build in that area? Or is that just something that's naturally occurring nationwide? What do you think?
Yeah, I think honestly, I think it's a little combo of both for sure. There's certainly people in our surrounding area have seen our successes just with the deer we've killed, and they'll start watching our content or just talking to us personally, asking about some of the stuff we're doing, and planting food plots, just general knowledge of being able to age deer on the hoof, or at least a general age. You can tell what's mature and what's not, and I think that's a big part of it. So we're certainly seeing some surrounding neighbors being a little bit selective, which is pretty cool, because it's taken a few years, but we're seeing a difference.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. I do think I've noticed that too here. It seems like people are, there's so much content about quality deer hunting and management nowadays that you almost have to hide from it. So I think that people are picking up on cues, learning that maybe we need to put off shooting this buck this year and we'll have a little bigger buck next year. And seeing that kind of take a foothold has been cool for sure. But I think it also kind of boils down to what your state has set up for you. Like obviously Iowa's a tougher state to hunt. Tennessee, you can come in as a non-resident and start slaying deer, no problem. And I think that that has a lot to do with it also. You know, it's
For sure.
you kind of got to keep a fence around your garden, or the critters are going to come in and eat everything.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, New York's the same way. Like anybody can just come in here, get a tag, and it's pretty inexpensive, which doesn't help that also.
You're right. Right. We're the same way.
Yeah. But also through some of our content, like a lot of people used to have the mentality that you let any of these deer go, they're like, oh, the neighbor's just going to shoot it. Well, we've kind of proven that it's not always the case, because we'll show our content the deer we're letting go, and people will comment and they'll be like, that deer's going to get shot, and we're like, well, maybe he will, but
right,
we'll show the next year that some of these deer are not getting shot, and then we're able to put a tag on them and they're really nice bucks. So I think people are just starting to be willing to let deer go a little bit more.
Yeah. Checking in with Cheeks Weeks. Give us a rundown.
What's going on, guys? Isaac and I are set up on a piece of public land tonight. This piece, I haven't been in too much this year. I've been kind of waiting on something to show up in here. Had a lot of good bucks in here last year, so I knew something was bound to show up. Nothing showed up to this point, so today I kind of decided to come in here on a whim, hoping something was in here. And sure enough, on our way in here, checked the card checker like 100 yards over my shoulder. And last night we had a definite shooter show up in here. Real nice buck. Maybrame 10, split brows, kicker off his G2, a lot of mass. It's a great buck. Setup is, we got like a cultivated CRP field. They came in here, cut the CRP, and then they worked it up. So I don't know if they're gonna try and plant that in the future, but got a big bottom to the east here. This cut CRP, and then the ags out behind us. So all these deer should work across this field. So we got Puke, the decoy, set up. I'm naming him Puke. He's set up in this field, and anything that comes out here tonight should see Puke. So we're excited. We've seen a nice younger buck already, some does and a spike. Should definitely be in for a good sit here tonight. We're gonna sit back. We gonna wait on that 10 showing up tonight. I'm excited. I'm jacked up. What? Oh, I thought you were saying that he did it again. What's that? Both of them. So it's just me and Mike. I'm gonna need you to keep an eye behind us. Real good. Probably that whole edge. Definitely there, that trail.
All right, everybody tuning in on the YouTube Live, thank you for joining us. I'm just checking into the comments. Happy to have you guys in here. we've got some questions coming in. Jessica Slaminski's already talking her trash. She is a constant winner of our giveaway prizes, and it just kills me to my core. She wins everything. But no, she's a faithful follower of us. It's been great to have her. We've got Kevin Trent, a Tennessee boy, checking in. A lot of people commenting about the 85-inch fawns born in Iowa.
What are they putting in the corn in Iowa?
HGH. Decaball. Something like that, probably. We also had a commenter ask if Dean planned the pregnancy out to occur so that the baby would be born outside of season, or if he's just a lucky man.
Dean's got a golden horseshoe right up the old can. It doesn't surprise me. That's just how it worked out.
No, I did not plan that due date. If you ask my wife, she's like, I want all of our kids to have summer birthdays because it'll be so much more fun. And I'm like, well, we got the opposite of that.
Yeah. You're going to have to be a little more successful in the fall, I guess, give her a reason to celebrate.
Yeah. Too bad it wasn't this fall. I'd be getting lucky.
Seriously, dude, you blew that.
Yeah.
Can't have any babies towards the end of the summer. North Dakota starts usually last week of August, first week of September. We gotta go.
North Dakota, yeah. Yeah, that velvet season out there, that's actually something I would be interested in getting involved in someday. You know, we have a velvet hunt. You guys know, you're familiar with Tennessee. Your uncle lives out here, so yeah, we got that velvet hunt in August. But my God, is it just ruthless to be out in the woods at that time of year?
Well, that's tough too.
Humidity.
Yeah, and that's tough. You only got 3 days, right? 3 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because at least North Dakota, the season opens, and you could possibly time up like a little dip in temperature. Tennessee, right. You got the weather you're getting for those 3 days. You know, it's
yeah.
But that's cool that they started doing that. Honestly,
it is cool. It gives people a reason to get excited about deer hunting a little bit earlier. You know, and it coincides with like the dove season is just right around there, you know, so it's one more reason to get out and get in the woods and have some fun if you're a glutton for punishment and enjoy sweating to death, I guess.
Oh, man. I hunted it with Uncle Jay this year, and we were in a pretty solid spot. Like, we had bucks coming in. We were right in their bed at that time of year, but the bed was within the hardwood. It just provided enough cover or whatever. And the afternoons were absolutely brutal. We hunted a couple mornings, thank God, because that's what we were doing most deer. But the afternoons, it was getting up 90+ degrees. Walking, by the time you get to the stand, you're done. I mean, if you don't have the wind in your favor, you're done.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're going to be sweaty, you know, so you got to basically every hunt is a Dan Infault situation. Just assume you're going to be a greasy turd out there in the woods and play it, you know.
Yep.
We have Matt Portscheller chiming in on YouTube saying, what is the tick and spiderweb situation in Tennessee in August? It's exactly what you would think it was, dude.
A horrible place to be.
Yeah, I've had ticks on my pants in December. Like, they just don't seem to die here. So you're always hit the Sawyers, you know, spray your pants with that stuff. Definitely for turkey season. If you're going out and it's still semi-warm for deer hunting, do it then too. And that works pretty well. That's what I've always done.
Yeah, that stuff does work really good, actually.
Yeah.
I live and die by that stuff when I'm down there.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you run across many snakes?
Not really. I mean, not when I guess I would say not really when I'm hunting. I haven't seen many snakes when I'm hunting.
Yeah.
But day-to-day life, yeah, all the time.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was hunting public a little earlier. I'm trying to think when it was, September maybe. There's a piece of public like up north that uses the Kentucky dates, season dates, because half of it's in Kentucky, half of it's in Tennessee.
Big
So I was
South,
hunting.
South Fork.
Yeah, I was hunting up there, and man, I'm walking in this like kind of like bogus cornfield that they planted, but the grass was all like knee to waist high. And I literally almost stepped on probably like a 5+ foot timber rattler. And I was like, nah, I'm not a fan of snakes at all. And it was,
You guys
yeah.
probably have those. You probably have those timber rattlers in New York too, don't you?
I don't think so.
I've never seen one.
No, really?
No, I don't think so.
I know I've run across a few of them in Michigan, so I just assumed you probably had them over where you're at too. But yeah, they're if you get toward a little more central, northern Tennessee, which is probably exactly where you're talking about. There's a lot more of the timber rattlers. We don't really see them here in the east side where I'm at too often, but you do if you get up in elevation. You know, if you get up a little higher in elevation than where I'm at, you'll see them. But mostly where I'm at, it's copperheads. That's the biggest thing about not getting bit is copperheads, and they're all over the damn place.
Yeah.
Not a fan at all.
I'd take a snake over a spider any day.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, spiders creep me out. Yeah. But not like regular ones. It's just, you know, like here, well, shoot. About a week ago, I killed a black widow on one of the kids' kayaks out in the yard. You know, it's it's those kind of spiders. I don't mind like daddy long legs. I'll take those all day. You know. But yeah, we get a lot of black widows and brown recluse. I've never seen a brown recluse, but I know there's a bunch around. What's Mancl got here? That one must be. That's got to be at least a 8-9 month old.
Oh, that's a pretty decent buck.
Yeah, that looks like a.
That's a great recurve buck.
Yeah, can he hear us? Can we antagonize him to fill a tag?
You can hit them on Snapchat or text, or usually they'll have a phone in the tree watching the comments also.
I gotcha.
So yeah. Yeah, man, I'd send an arrow at that buck for sure. What bows are you guys shooting these days?
So we just got linked up with Hoyt this past season. So this is our first year shooting Hoyt. Both of us shooting the RX-8. Super cool bow. Actually, love it. 2 for 2 right so far this season also. So
me too.
Heck yeah. Very cool. We're actually giving away next year's Hoyt as a part of this RUT Live series. Anybody who joins as a member on the Breaking Point YouTube is entered for a chance to win the Hoyt, and the membership's like $5. And we've got a lot of great fans, but chances are pretty good of winning that damn thing if you join as a member. So,
man, I might have to join as a member. The new Hoyt is pretty.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
That'll be worth your while, everybody. That will be worth your while.
I'm signing up. I would say so. I would imagine that their flagship bow is retailing around $2,000 or so, right? I mean, I don't pay attention to that a whole lot, but it's got to be up there.
Yeah, it is. A little over, I think, $2,000.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make the old day just a little brighter.
Oh yeah, and them things are
for
buttery
sure.
smooth too, man. Those things are,
Yeah.
I don't know. I love my RX-8. It's freaking awesome. I can't imagine what the new ones will shoot like this upcoming season.
What's this buck
Maybe
doing?
I'm
He's
just
just
not a
kind
good
of.
milling around. This is perfect, really, because Mancl's probably on the fence, deciding whether or not he wants to send an arrow at this buck. So the longer it stays around, odds are going up, I think.
Better opportunity we got.
Yeah.
The longer he flashes that head back and forth, check out that rack from all angles. He's got a nice little breeze going.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
So how far do you like? Are you 20 yards and in shooting that recurve?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I can
Not
send them
sending any
further at a
rainbow
target.
shots.
No, I can, but I wouldn't. If I'm in the backyard, I can do it, but I don't trust myself when I'm excited.
Oh, where is he? Is he coming?
So you are Hoyt boys these days, uh, jumping into that recurve game, something you'd be interested in doing? What is that, like the Sartori or something that they make? I think it's called that.
I think you're right. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it just makes you a better shooter. When you switch back to a compound too.
Yeah,
That
for sure.
instinctive style of shooting, I think, just kind of adds another dimension to your shooting ability.
Yeah.
Well, it makes you a better hunter too, because you have to get closer to the animal. Like, it's not like, oh, let's take these 65-yard shots that some people like to take with these compounds now.
Right. When I started hunting with a longbow, I found that I considered pictures to be trophies. I've got all these pictures on my phone of these deer that have come into like 35 yards, and I'm like, ching, take a picture. Like, I would have had a compound, you'd be toast. But it does. It's something about it. It kind of just gets you in tune a little more with your surroundings.
You've got to be.
Yeah. And hauling that thing around is such a pain in the ass. You don't realize it, like just the length of a longbow or a
so
recurve
long.
compared to a compound. And you're trying to sneak around in the woods we've got here that's all kudzu and stuff like that. It's a nightmare, man. You've got to have kind of planned egress and ingress routes,
Yeah.
like that you're not going to snag on and stuff. It's just a little bit different, but it's cool for sure. It's like throwing you know how you feel when you throw a real long football toss and the spiral's perfect and the receiver catches it. It's just like that. Yeah. You got
That's a
no
good
sight.
analogy.
You got no way of knowing exactly where it's going to go, but when it connects, it feels pretty damn good.
You're like, hell yeah.
Yeah. And I think the recurve is probably the ticket. If you're primarily a compound bow hunter, I think the recurve is going to be a little less barrier to entry. It's a little more forgiving, shoots a little faster, The draw is a little easier. You know, you can hold it for a little longer than you can with a longbow.
Okay.
My grandfather had a longbow custom made for him that he never actually used and gave to me, and that's the only reason I've been hunting with a longbow. I would love to use a recurve. I wish someone made him a custom recurve. You know? But I'm gonna kill a nice buck.
Thing would be. I was gonna say killing a deer with that thing would be awesome.
That's it. I'm gonna do it until that happens, and then I'll make a phone call to Hoyt.
Hey, I know a guy.
Yeah, right.
Checking our mole trees right now, and things are popping. Couldn't beat this day in the woods.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah. Looks a little overcast. It's ideal, man. I love days like this.
I know. It's dry. I mean, them leaves are crunchy. Like, you can hear them coming.
Yeah. Mancl's got this steady, slow breeze.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Just standing there.
That buck hasn't done anything besides just kind of scanned around.
Yeah. I know. I thought for a second Mancl might have been spotted, but I don't think that's the case. Looks like he's just checking everything out.
I wonder how far he is right there.
What's your guess? How could you make one?
No, but just using a camera, and my guess would be about 80 to 100.
Sure. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to keep Mancl live in the split screen with this buck, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Testing of the 2024 lineup began years ago.
Put it to the test in Missouri, Kansas, Ohio.
That's a beautiful sight. Look at that.
Bringing together this collection of minds of people who actually spend collectively thousands of days in the woods.
It was pretty amazing to see how quickly they could adapt and go, okay, that little piece is gone and we're going to fix it.
It just got fine-tuned into something that, in my opinion, is no doubt the best whitetail gear on the planet.
I mean, that's lungs. Hey guys, welcome back to another week of RUT Live. It is the grand finale, week 4, the final one of 2024. We appreciate you guys being here. You know the drill by now with the giveaways. For any item that MSRP is over $200, to get entered for those items, you just got to head over to our website. Every $25 spent at our website gets you in the drawing for those high dollar items. Got quite a few of them again here this week. We got another HHA Rise bow sight, a cage blind, a large duffel bag from First Light, a Vortex Viper rangefinder, another $400 gift card, good for lacrosse footwear, and a Tether Ultra Lock SD with the Elite accessory kit. Again, all those items, to get entered for those, just head over to our website. Every $25 spent on the website is 1 entry. You spend $100, you get 4 entries. We can't thank you guys enough for watching RUT Live. Let's get back to the hunting.
There you have it, guys. For every $25 you spend, you get an entry into a chance to win one of those awesome prizes from our sponsors. So get on there and buy some stuff. The boys have awesome merch. The coffee's killing it. Everybody loves the coffee.
Coffee's bomb.
Get on there and do your Christmas shopping. Buy something for me, Jessica. She said she's really hoping she wins this Hoyt bow because she, I don't think has ever owned her own bow and doesn't want to wait till rifle season. Hard to hate that. Now I kind of hope you win it too.
Buck's still just doing his thing, huh?
Still just sitting tight. I mean, I think he's standing, but he's not moving at all.
No,
he's definitely standing. Sure. Sure. We're going to go ahead and hop into our giveaway winners from last week's episode. Dust your ears, y'all. Could be you. The HHA Rise bow sight. Ooh, I'm reading too early. Going to Travis Trader. The Vortex Viper rangefinder going to Justin Roth. The First Light thermic jacket and bibs. There we go. That's better. Thank you. Good man. Going to David and Dean Giarrizzo. The lacrosse footwear boots of choice going to Blake Porter. The tethered Predator CFX platform going to Patrick Croning. The Luminoc 3-pack of Knox going to Jordan Bauer. Schwacker Broadheads pack of your choice going to Tony Austin. The Tack Veins going to Travis Dank. The Camaraderie going to Colton Kissinger. The Nested System, which looks very cool, going to Tyler Johnson. The Domain 1 acre of seed plus recharge mineral going to Ben Seidel. The Onyx Elite membership going to Ty Stroud. The Trick Outdoors bow hanger and arrow station going to Danette Jepson. The Hunter Safety System shadow harness and lifeline going to Kira Zaradka. That's your boy's sister, I believe. The Morel Targets Mod Pro Target going to Matt Portscheller. Good job, Matt. You won that target because you bought some coffee. The Phone Scope, phone case, and adapter going to Alex Albrecht. The Moultrie Edge 2 Pro Cell Cam going to David Klein. The Tide Wee Heated Vest going to Christopher Torres. The Black Widow Deer Lures XXX and Wicks going to Nate DeWitt. The Easton Archery 1 dozen arrows going to Scott Psychos. I know it's not how you say your name, Scott, but I'm going to continue to say it that way because I like it better and you keep winning. Booter Coffee, 1 bag of full RUT coffee going to Zach Fuhrer. Fuhrer, come on, dude. You guys for real with these names? Zach the Fuhrer. This week's giveaway, we've got the Black Widow Deer Lures with the Matriarch Dominant Doe Estrus and the Widowmaker Scent Drag. The Cage Permanent Hub Blind. The tower is not included, but you could win the blind. And those blinds are sweet. The Canyon Coolers Outfitter 22 quart hard cooler. The Camaraderie choice of product. The 1 bag of full RUT Booner coffee. Bagels not included. Domain 1 acre seed of your choice and the recharge mineral. Easton 1 dozen Axis arrows. The First Light dirt bag duffel. Pack all your goodies into the dirt bag. The HHA Sports Tetra Rise. Awesome site. HSS, the Hunter Safety System, Shadow Harness, and Lifeline. Lacrosse boots of your choice. The Luminoc 3-pack of Knox. The Morel Targets Dual Threat Target, and the YJ425 Yellow Jacket. The Moultrie Edge 2 Pro Cell Cam. And the Onyx Hunt Free Elite Membership. The Phone Scope Phone Case Optics Adapter. Very cool product. The Schwacker 3-pack of Broadheads. The Tack Veins 100-pack of Veins of your choice, plus a glue kit. And the Tethered Ultralock SD Saddle, the Elite Accessory Kit, 8mm ropes, the HYS strap, fold and go, and the Nushin XT. So you put a K and an N together, the K silent, bro. The Tide Wee Heated Vest with battery pack. The Trick Outdoors Folding Bow Hanger and Arrow Station. That's a cool company that I've just started to learn about. The Vortex Viper HD 3000 rangefinder. And it's a reminder, for every $25 you spend on the website during this broadcast, you'll get 1 entry toward the following items. So get out there, buy some merch, buy some coffee, load up, and you probably make your money back. Don't forget, we're giving away the Hoyt the new 2025 Hoyt bow as the grand prize. Join the YouTube as a member at the breaking point, and you'll be entered to win. And your odds are good. That's a hell of a prize. Dave is just telling us how buttery they shoot.
Buttery.
Now we're going to go ahead and jump into our trivia question for the day. And don't forget, answer the trivia question. You'll be entered for a chance to win any of the prizes that are not the best ones. I don't know. What are we doing? Under $200, you're entered to win, I believe. Which TBP intern shot a 171-inch Iowa Giant on public land last season? Was it Spitz? Was it Chuck? Was it Hayden? Or was it Ross? Get your answers in now. I think you all know the answer to this. I think we all know it wasn't Spitz. That boy been on a dry spell for the last 7 years.
Had to do him like that.
Yeah, he's not able to jump on here and defend himself, so for sure, gotta poke at him. Heck yeah, man! We got a bunch of answers rolling in. Giveaways are hot. Tons of prizes. A huge thank you to all the supporters of the show that pitch in. You know, these are companies that are awesome. They're willing to work with guys like us who are just trying to spread the love, you know, and we really appreciate that. They give us a chance to give back to the guys and girls that are tuning in. So just super thankful for them. And again, thankful for David and Dean for joining us today. Big time co-hosts.
Good to be here. It's good to be here.
Sure is.
You boys paying attention to any college football this fall?
And Buckeyes are creeping their way back up the ladder. Just saying. Just saying.
Just saying. I didn't know they ever fell from the top. Seemed like they're always up there in that conversation.
Yeah, they took the loss to Oregon earlier in the season when it was the 2-3 matchup, and they bumped down a little bit. But you get a win over Penn State, and you're back up top 3. I mean, come on.
Yeah. We'll get back to that football talk later. We're going to grab a quick interview from Hunter Jacobs live in Wisconsin. Hunter had some success last year. I believe he might have broke the ice for us. Right now, he just looks scared and alone.
We've been sitting for a little while now. Kyle and I got into this spot. It's pretty close to the road, but it's kind of this oak flat. We have a camera about 40 yards to the north of us right now, and there's been a good amount of activity on it. There's been a few bucks, a few shooters on camera all over the property. But yeah, so hopefully tonight we can see one of them. They kind of work their way from the north to the south. Hopefully they're staying on our east side. We're kind of dealing with a swirling wind tonight. It's supposed to be east, southeast, but sometimes it feels southwest a little bit. So hopefully we don't get screwed up with that, but I feel good about tonight, so we'll see.
hopefully Hunter can see some action this evening. We're taking a look back at Mancl's buck. I would be exhausted standing still for that long.
Oh my gosh. It's almost like a little anticlimactic. Like he's coming in and then he holds up and you're just like,
right.
Make your next move,
Shit or
man.
get. Yeah. Hopefully when he makes a decision, it's the right direction.
Yeah, really.
A lot of trivia answers coming in on the comments.
Like around 10 tomorrow.
A lot of people saying D. Asking how to join the membership for the Breaking Point. Go to YouTube on a desktop. You cannot do it on your mobile phone. Go on a desktop and you'll see a button there to join as a member. I believe it's like $4.99 a month. So go through that and you're in.
Is the rain done already? What's that?
All right. We're going to take a break from staring at Hunter's beautiful face. Throw a few more commercials at you guys. Stay tuned. Stick around. Make sure you answer the trivia question. We'll be bringing that back up here shortly. In the meantime, a word from our sponsors.
Luminox are brighter, more durable, and with replaceable batteries, the longest-lasting compound and crossbow lighted Nox on the market, period. When your moment of truth comes, rely on the only lighted Nox trusted by the best. Luminox. Light them up at luminox.com.
In a very short amount of time, TAC Vanes has really dominated the tournament world as far as 3D goes and excelled in hunting. We've made the quietest, most stiff, accurate vane in the industry. We're very proud of what we've done. We make all kinds of different sizes, profiles for any application. And if you want to check those out, go to tacvanes.com.
seems like it's fine.
We got Mancl still with this good-looking young buck hanging around. He had to swap camera batteries, so we thought maybe it was a frozen image for a while, but turns out no, this deer is just not moving. Now we're switching back to Hunter to get a look at him. Not sure what he's got. He's got a little buck out in front of him, looks like.
We have a really tall 14-inch pointer. That might be him.
Oh yeah. Nice looking little buck. Looks like another Tennessee trophy.
I don't know if that's him or not. That might be the one.
Not a lot of wind, not a lot of air movement around Hunter tonight.
Is he busted off on one side, his G3?
Woods are looking good, man. We're nearing that golden hour. Oh.
Just going back north.
Mancl still got that buck just locked up, sitting there. Some meandering kind of evening, looks like.
Yeah, he must have just got up out of bed and is just... He's in a daze.
Sorry, dude. I hope you guys can't hear that. I feel like Elon Musk right now. I've got phones and iPads and computers and TVs and all this stuff all around me. I don't even know how to turn the volume down on the MacBook.
What's that? No, I lost him. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Hunter sees something else. He's still checking out that youngin. Kyle Frid says he's looking at a decoy.
He's walking now. Going.
Midwest Noah says that Mancl's buck fell asleep while standing there.
He did. Sure seems like it.
Spitzley, 31E Outdoors says if you add up the total inches of the bucks that you shot at, it'd be a lot more than 170. So that's very thoughtful. I'm not sure who he is, or she is, or he is, but I'm glad that they're making fun of you. It's enjoyable, for sure. Oh. We're talking about Ross, not Spitzley. I'm hearing feedback from producer daddy here.
I know Josh would probably
trying to defend himself.
3.5.
You're one of them wounder guys, huh? I know it's that's not always fully on you. There's a lot of variables that play into that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And David and Spitzley are having a little side conversation. I don't know if our watchers or viewers are able to hear Scott, but he's saying he's had a few wounded in the last few years and doesn't feel real good about it. And David, you're absolutely right, man. You can't control that all the time. It happens to everybody. I mean, it's never happened to me, but it does happen to everybody else from what I hear.
Ooh, I mean, I don't wish that feeling on anyone either. Like, as a bow hunter, yeah, putting just putting a non-lethal shot on was not fun for a lot of different reasons.
No, and actually, to be totally honest, it did happen to me one time, and I just remembered this. I shot a doe once and could not track her down. Just shooting a deer for meat, and could not track her down. Followed blood for a long ways and could not find her. And the next morning, coyotes had drug her right into the driveway of our property. So that made me feel real great. But it happens, man. It's like you said, it's situations you can't control. There's so many variables, so it's more important that you look at every success and kind of give it appropriate value, because it's hard. You got to have everything come together to make this happen.
Oh, 100%. I said it in the stand this morning. I'm like, I kind of just sat there for a little while and took it all in, because it doesn't happen nearly as much as we all want it to. And to your point, when it comes together and you make a great shot and you watch the deer go down, and it's like that is even harder to come by than the moments of truth in general. So yeah, you gotta soak it in, soak in the successes, and the lows of bow hunting will make you lean into that extra hard when it happens too.
You're right. That's a fact. That's a good point.
I mean, it has been overall dry this year, so we might be able to cross through that.
Oh man. So Uncle Jay's cousin is now a Tennessee Vol.
What do you mean?
I mean, sorry, Uncle Jay's son is now a Tennessee Vol freshman
Okay,
at
so he's
Tennessee.
going. I got you. Going to school there.
So there's a little bit of cross-mogenation going on here as far as, I mean, we are Buckeyes fans at heart, but kind of simultaneously we got to root for the Vols a little bit because there's some blood in the system down there.
No, you can't do that.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if it was anybody else to win,
all.
I would like it to be the Vols.
Okay, I'll take that.
Until they play the Buckeyes, then sorry.
All good. It's a good year for them, man. I mean, they've been competitive the last few years and playing good football, but with the playoff structure, what it is right now, and the team they have, this is probably one of their best opportunities to go a long ways. And the last time they won the national championship was the year after Michigan won the national championship.
No way.
If they won it this year, yeah. So they could do it again, like a repeat. I think it was 97 or 98. I can't really remember exactly, but somewhere right around there. And I've got family in Michigan, live there.
Oh.
Yeah. When those two programs are like, go ahead.
Was that a Peyton Manning year?
No, Peyton didn't win the national championship. That was T. Martin was the quarterback. I think it was the year after Peyton.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. Yep. I think, and I might be getting my history a little bit wrong, but I think that was the year we had Peerless Price as a wide receiver, popping off pretty hard. He had a real good season. But yeah, it's a good time to watch the Vols. Always fun. It's a crazy year in the SEC. Alabama getting beat by Vanderbilt. Just a wild turn of events. But it's nice to see the man in the high castle come crumbling down.
Yeah. Yeah. The SEC is crazy. It's gotten shaken up a handful of times this year already.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and we've got Texas and Oklahoma now, so that's adding things, making things a little bit different.
Yeah.
But I'm excited, man. This playoff structure, I think, is going to be a lot better than what was going on the last couple of years. So it'll be fun to watch some football after Christmas.
Yeah, keep some new teams and more teams in the mix longer.
Yeah, right.
We're going to really see how, like, the BCS and all that other stuff, them picking these rankings are going to, I guess, be false in the future, because you're going to see some national champions, I think, that are lower ranked than the top four.
Sure. Yeah.
Or I think it would be fun to.
I think so. I think you'll even have some of your smaller schools every once in a while put together a program that goes toe to toe, and that'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, all you got to win is one game. Yeah. I just stepped outside when we were on break before. And wow, is it nice out there. Wow. Well, like I said, thankfully we're both tagged out. And until Saturday when rifle season opens, we can only shoot doe. So it was actually pretty perfect timing how this all worked out.
Yeah, heck yeah. Do you guys typically shoot a few doe every year or not?
We try to, yeah.
Yeah.
For meat too, but it's the population is growing quickly as Dean's planting more and more beans, corn, turnips, everything. It's like attracting more and more deer. We gotta shoot some.
Right. What's the sex ratio like there in New York?
It's not very good. At least for, I mean, I don't know. It's so like area dependent, but we gotta have, I would say, at least 6 to 8 doe for every buck.
Yeah.
You think it's that high?
I don't know. I do.
Yeah,
I just think of some of our late season hunts when you're sitting on food plots or grain or something, and you see 22 deer and 3 bucks.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I'm putting fawns in that mix too. That, you know,
Sure.
button bucks, but maybe it's better than that. I hope it is.
Can you pull up your email on this?
This buck has to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe he's got a cramp.
Do you imagine how your knees would feel right now?
Gosh.
I think we got a situation we need to figure out real quick, Spitz.
I mean, that buck literally hasn't moved.
No.
You gotta shoot him now, Mike. You gotta shoot him.
What do you boys figure that buck to be age-wise? Everybody here is going to know that I'm going to say they're assuming I'm going to say he's 3.5, but I don't know if he's even that old for an Iowa buck. Kyle Frid says this buck out in front of Mancl is looking like he has a core range of 3 inches.
Gotta love those bucks.
He finally turned his head a little bit.
Yeah, he also said watching Mancl's buck is more entertaining than watching Michigan football right now.
Yeah.
All right, he's looking a little active now, boys.
Here we go.
He's looking alive here. It's not a decoy. Yeah.
There he goes. Steps.
He's expanding the core range to 10 feet.
He probably won't come out from behind that tree the rest of the night.
We've got some folks wondering about the trivia question, what that was. We're going to flash it back up here in just a few minutes. Yeah. Actually, to hell with a few minutes, let's do it right now. Which TVP intern shot a 171-inch Iowa Giant on public land last season? Was it A, Spitz, B, Chuck, C, Hayden, or D, Boss? Get your answers in. Chance to win awesome prizes. Let's go. That's a dandy recurve buck for sure.
Yeah. Full send it.
Uh-huh.
He's got a little grayness to his face. You could make him 4.
Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Take a left. Oh yeah.
You put that deer in the back of a truck and drive around East Tennessee, people are going to be stopping for pictures.
You are the hero.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wreck that.
We got a little scrape action going on.
He's getting a little frisky.
You're rubbing that preorbital.
Making sure everybody else knows that he's here.
Right. So David and Dean, we've got kind of a little giveaway situation that we're doing that I'm doing. Anybody who can guess correctly the year and state that this buck was harvested in, right over my shoulder, is getting a sweet prize package. I'd like to hear what you boys have to say.
And that is one of your deer that's not like a garage sale pre-bought.
I didn't give you any information. It's up to you guys.
That deer.
I'm gonna say probably 1986 in Kentucky.
Solid guess.
I'll say 81.
Oh, that's deep.
In Tennessee.
It's good guesses. Good guesses.
Is he gonna shoot this thing?
I hope so.
I think he's got to be pretty close. Oh, it's now or never. Oh, this might be perfect.
Come on, dude.
Oh, what just happened?
Did he shoot him?
Oh,
no, I think he's chasing that doe. Yeah.
No, he shot him.
He did.
Doesn't it look? It looked like he was.
It looked like he shot.
His rear end was like wobbly.
He was wobbling, yeah. He looked wobbly.
Yeah, because that like about face reaction was crazy.
His front shoulder looked wobbly, like.
My heart's pounding right now. I'm not even there, but I am there. We are there.
You didn't? Oh, he's still standing.
He's
Man,
still
that was
hanging around.
crazy.
Come back. Let's go.
Does he want to shoot?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves back into view so we can give a good look at this deer. Maybe. That's the best you get.
Oh man, 86 might have been. Could be in the 70s. Could be 70s bush right there.
Yeah, he's an old boy for sure.
Man, that had me all fired up. Thought Mike flung one for a sec.
It sounded like it. That crack sounded like somebody shot a boat.
Maybe that explains why that deer was standing for so long. He doesn't know how to run.
Well, he's all stiff now that he's been standing there
Yeah,
for the last
you can
45
tell.
minutes.
Friggin' legs fell asleep. I didn't even know there was a doe in the vicinity.
Yeah, that deer looked like he was alone for a while.
He looked pretty good. Yeah. I still think he's 3. My wife texts me, she's like, you didn't shoot that. That's probably like 30. Too far for the recurve. Yeah, 30. She was only 18. She on this side of the water, that side. She was on the other. She was drinking right by that log. I thought she was gonna walk right down to her, but she wanted it in the worst way to get up over that berm, and he did not want her to cross. He's coming going left now. I don't see her anymore, but she's got to be right down there.
Got some action for Mancl. Unfortunately, we're going to have to throw another commercial break in here. Stick around. We're going to discuss this crusty-ass buck behind me. We'll be right back.
We haven't seen another buck here.
Hey guys, hopefully you're enjoying the action here on RUT Live. We can't thank you guys enough for tuning in and showing support here throughout this live broadcast. Just wanted to talk to you real quick about our 2024 RUT Live Grand Prize. Hoyt Archery is going to give one of you guys a 2025 bow. This is a brand new bow, isn't even announced yet. We don't even have our hands on it, but one of you guys is going to have that opportunity to get your hands on this new Hoyt bow. All you got to do to enter for the Hoyt bow is subscribe to our channel and join what we call the Breaking Point Club. Go to our YouTube channel and all you got to click is join. It's $4.99 a month. And not only is it going to get you in for this bow drawing, it's also going to give you early access to our videos, member-only live stream Q&As, and so much more. So if you want to get in for the 2025 bow, go over and join the Breaking Point Club. And again, we appreciate you guys watching RUT Live.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. Got to give a quick rub and tug to the sponsors. Keep us going.
It's awesome. Gotta love that. So,
Boys, see that?
Holy. I was way off.
Don't give it away.
Damn, I didn't get to see that. Or I didn't fully see it. My laptop screen is tiny.
Oh.
Dean, were we anywhere close? I guess we can't give it away, so just wait. Just don't say anything.
Depends on what your version of close.
It was in the 60s, wasn't it?
Dave, you still got the same phone number you had 5 years ago?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's headed your way, buddy.
What? Damn. The old band tag, Ohio used to have that too.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet. Back when you had to take it somewhere and check it in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
That was the best, man. Those were the days.
It kind of took, it made the buck legit, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
It's got the band. It's legit. That's gone now.
Right. Well, that, and you'd have, those check-in stations would be packed with
opening
hillbillies
days
of all kinds, just all kinds of deer in the back of the truck, sitting around talking about hunting and the things they love. I mean, just community that doesn't exist anymore.
We've got a spot that butchers deer not too far from us here in New York, and Dean and I actually just stopped there because his deer he had to pick his deer meat up, and they've got a trailer outside, and they usually stack the trailer up pretty good, especially this time of year on the weekend. And like a Saturday like today, there was already 5 or 6 bucks there when we were picking up his deer around lunchtime. But that's the only thing, at least in our lives, that keeps that going.
Yeah. You still get that, I guess, at a processor. That's probably true. We've always just butchered our own, so I've never been to a processor, actually, other than like a buddy of mine that used to have a process in place when I was a kid. But that's a good point. I mean, you probably get a lot of that community in places like that still.
And this place is actually a grocery store as well.
Yeah.
So, in the trailer they have, when you're driving by, you can see if there's deer on it, a good buck on it, whatever. And so you'll have people pull in there or whatever if they see a good buck or they see a bunch of deer, and people gathering around and actually enjoying the hunt and the harvest is pretty cool.
Right. Absolutely. We've got 608 chiming in on the YouTube Live saying, next trivia question, what is the price for all the First Light in Nading's closet? That's kind of weird. It's a weird question. I don't know, man. As soon as I get out of there, I'll let you know. The new bow hunter says, David and Dean, you guys are having a heck of a year. Enjoy all your videos. Go tag and brag.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Yeah, appreciate that. That's cool.
Love hearing that stuff. It's funny, like, well, all you guys doing stuff with the semi lives and whatnot, when you're putting out content kind of on the fly, like it's such a blur throughout the season. You don't really stop and take in what people are saying a lot or what people are watching. We try and get back to all the comments and any messages that are sent our way, but sometimes it gets tough, especially this time of year when you're trying to put so many hours in on stand. And it's cool to hear from people, and just that, like, you get a little props, you get a little extra motivation and inspiration. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. You guys have a sweet channel. Awesome videos. The first time I think I had ever seen anything you had done was at the ATA Badlands Film Fest.
Yeah.
Might have been one of the first videos I'd ever seen you guys produce. Is that something that's still going on? I'm not involved in that part of this world anymore, so I didn't know if is that still going, because that was an awesome event.
Yeah, it is. It's still going, and it's going strong. I mean, there's new people that are getting involved. The game has been elevated significantly since then. I mean, it's got to look like a damn National Geographic film at this point to be in contention of winning that thing.
Sure.
But it was cool. Last year at ATA, I think it was, they filled another auditorium up in St. Louis, and at the beginning, Blake from Badlands was like, hey, who's never been to one of these before? And it had to be 50% of the crowd raise their hands. So it's attracting new people and stuff, and it's filling the seats, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's a fun event.
Yeah, man. Dude, it's one of the best events I've ever been to. For sure. As far, like, honestly, that was like the main draw for me for ATA. Like.
Yeah, no, us too, honestly.
I like to go, yeah.
Yeah.
And Badlands did a great job with it. I'm sure they still do. It's just a really cool event.
No text from the boys yet, Dean.
No.
I thought we were going to hear from somebody.
It's not too bad right now. I mean, if you kind of keep it this way, I think
for our annual RUT week. So this is where Dean and I learned and grew up hunting on this land. We've turned 40 acres into a couple hundred now, just kind of picking up adjacent pieces and stuff like that. But we always reserve at least 1 week out of the year where my dad, my uncle, Dean, and myself all come back into camp and hang out for the week and just get back to our roots. And we've got a couple other people that are coming up now tonight just to have some dinner and enjoy some camaraderie and a little celebration of the harvest.
Heck yeah! What are you boys cooking?
We are cooking fresh, never frozen inner loins from the buck that I shot this morning. We got we're gonna cook some cutlets from the buck that Dean shot last Saturday. Probably a little pasta, salad. We don't go hungry around here, that's for sure, which is it's cool. Growing up in a big Italian family, we don't go hungry.
What would you say is your favorite type of pasta salad? I'm a pasta salad fan myself.
Wow. I mean,
Cavatappi?
I'm a pretty
What are you
standard.
talking?
I'm a pretty standard pasta salad guy. Like I just kind of like the run of the mill. Throw a little cheese in there, little couple little vegetables of your choice, some pepperonis and stuff. Yeah, I'm just kind of a general run of the mill guy.
Dude, that's the best kind. For sure. That's family reunion shit.
Exactly. Grandma's making cutlets and somebody's making the pasta salad and we're gonna eat.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be fun, but we got my dad and my uncle are out in the woods right now. So they went in all
Is that
jacked up.
Uncle Jay or another uncle?
Yeah. No, Uncle Jay. He's up here from Tennessee. He actually just filled a tag in Tennessee on Tuesday or Wednesday. So we kind of tamed his itchy trigger finger for now. And
I don't know about
that. Well, it helps for a couple days anyway. And it saves some deer up here too.
That's awesome, man. Can't beat that. That's I'm actually looking forward to a similar situation. You know, we've got a little cabin on about 300 acres, about an hour from here. That's some family property, and usually every year my dad will meet me there, and I'll bring my boys, and we'll hang out and we watch. We always watch Jeremiah Johnson. We always watch like Predator. You know, there's got to be some like sci-fi action movies. You know,
Yeah.
running off a Honda generator that we've got outside because there's no power back in there. So we
Hell
get out
yeah.
and get a little fire going, watch some movies, and just enjoy each other's company. You know, and that is like my favorite part, obviously. But can't beat it, man. Get the family involved, get some food on the table, spend some time together.
Yeah, no, this is our favorite week of the year for sure. Every ending of this week, we start planning the next year as soon as it ends.
Yeah, right.
And we timed it up pretty good for the deer hunting this year too, because for a while when we first started doing this, it was like we had the rut week curse. It was like when we all got into camp, the deer activity just completely shut down. We had a blast every time, but the deer activity and the deer hunting kind of sucked. In the past few years, we've gone on a pretty solid run. So we can hang one up. We can have a fire out back, throw a couple slabs of meat on the old grill and have a good time. Enjoy the harvest.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna say probably 1986 in.
Wow.
That's a good look at that buck in front of Mancl again. He's still hanging close.
Toying with him.
Yep.
There's a bow, 3 cameras, a book bag, something that looks like a guy. My
The
gosh.
book bag.
Insane.
We do have some questions coming in. Also, another one from 608 asking what your guys' filming setup is. And I know that obviously varies depending on situations and what you're after, but I know you never sit in a tree stand without some kind of camera. So kind of break down, if you would, what typically you're setting up when you get in your stand.
Yeah, so both of us are running pretty much the same setups, but we have 4th arrow tree arms. So basically when you get in, you're putting base on the tree, or our camera arm on that base, and then we're both running fluid head that you don't go crazy.
Hang on. You got something going on with your mic, Dean. I think Spitzley might have you muted still, if he's still doing that thing where.
Am I muted?
No. To him, the same freedoms we all have.
After all, we do live in America.
So we're just kind of running down. We had a little bit of an audio situation there, but running down what your setup looks like, you know, when you're getting ready to hunt for camera, obviously.
Yeah, so if we're in a tree, we're running 4th arrow camera arms. We got a base camera base. Am I good?
Sorry, Dean, if you could just go sit in David's lap and use that microphone.
Yeah, no, we're typically running 3 different cameras in a tree. And then we'll have like some auxiliary GoPros in the pack just in case, just for like a fail safe, because for us, the second angle stuff is kind of the most important, especially self-filming, so that we can kind of bring the viewer into what we have to do to set up for a shot or to prepare, to get a shot. So our main camera will be on a tree arm. So you got the tree arm, you got a base that actually hooks onto the tree, ratchets to the tree, put the tree arm in that. Fluid head goes on top of the tree arm. And then we're running Sony AX100s. So it's just a 4K, we try and go as compact as we can. It's a fairly smaller camcorder, but it's still 4K. Got pretty decent zoom on it, just trying to capture the best quality that we can. And then each of us typically will have a DSLR over our shoulder. And that's just kind of like more of like the interview camera. We'll have our wireless mics hooked up to that. So that's the camera that we're speaking to, because
is that
I think
Sony
it's just kind
also?
of, yeah, we run all Sonys. So I'm running for that camera. I'm running the Sony A7S III, and Dean has an FX30 that he runs for that camera. And we just have a basic like fixed prime wide angle lens to capture as much as we can, because it's also a fail safe over the shoulder. I mean, all the focus is on us as the subject in the tree, but you can still see deer walking around in the background, and then we will have like some sort of GoPro or POV angle outside of that over the shoulder angle. So it's a fail safe. It's just another angle that you can kind of flash to people every once in a while. And that's kind of what we run. I mean, we've got batteries and charging units and stuff like that in our packs, because this time of year when we're sitting all day, I mean, those cameras, and especially when it starts to get cold, like those batteries go quickly. So it's just as you go on, get closer and closer to the rut, the bag gets heavier and heavier, because you're bringing more batteries, you're bringing more charging units. Sometimes you're bringing another GoPro or two just to have in the bag in case one of them runs out of battery or you run out of card space, whatever. So we joke around about it a lot, like the things that we do just to document this stuff and bring other people around or bring other people into the hunt with us is kind of comical sometimes, because
Yeah, for sure.
it does, like we've learned, or we've kind of figured out how to not let it limit us as to where we go and the stand, the stand placement that we're in, or the setups that we have. We've tried to not let that limit us, but at the end of the day, if you're self-filming, especially, like there are limits, like like we were talking about earlier, going on a still hunt, or maybe trying to make a move on something. If you're really dedicated to the camera, that goes away now, you know what I mean?
Right.
And
Yeah.
so you're stationary, you're in a stand or a blind, and you're kind of up against the mercy of Mother Nature and the deer movement.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely not easy. I dabbled in it for like one season trying to film stuff and realized immediately that I don't care about that. I don't have a desire to create content. That's not my game. But it is a ton of work, man, and it's something to respect, because you guys are doing a great thing, just like the Breaking Point boys. You're sharing
Yeah.
your stories, and most of the time, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to capture that story. But without that pain in the ass, there's thousands of people out there that would have no idea what any of that looks like.
Sure.
So
Sure.
it's very cool to stay committed and keep putting in the work, because guys like me are not gonna stay committed or put in that work. But any of our followers that are unaware of how to watch your content, uh, go ahead and give them a heads up on where to find you.
Sure. Yeah. So right here on YouTube, just search Tag and Brag, TAGNBRAG. Um, Search us on YouTube. We've got daily vlogs going out now, that we're in the heart of the season. So it's a lot of content pretty quickly. It sometimes can be a little bit tougher to keep up with, but we want to put ourselves out there in as real time as possible, because if somebody can learn something from what we're doing in real time and be able to apply that to their hunt and be successful, all the better. So yeah, search Tag and Brag on YouTube. Would love to have you subscribe. And then same thing on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Just search Tag and Brag. It's actually Team Tag and Brag on Instagram, but you'll see like our T&B interlocking logo. It's an orange logo with a white end that's kind of interlocking the T&B. And shoot us a message. Let us know you saw us on here, and hopefully we can connect with you. And yeah, that'd be great. The more the merrier.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, looks like Mancl's busting out the flex tone, sending out that sex tone. Well, boys, thank you so much again for joining us. You guys have always been awesome to me. Good, friendly people. Your content's amazing. I would highly recommend people check you out. As always, we're glad to have our guests, especially when they're buddies. I know you guys are tagged out right now, waiting on a rifle. Good luck with rifle season. Enjoy tonight. time off you've got. Enjoy the family time.
Hell yeah, we appreciate you guys having us on here. This was fun.
You'll have to tell us what Dean said.
He said it was awesome as well. Thank you guys. Silenced them.
He got
No
the hot
talk.
seat.
Yeah, learn sign language.
No, yeah, thank you guys. That was awesome to be on here.
There you go. You did it. Yeah, Spitzley got you now at the very end. Keep up the good work, boys.
We appreciate it.
All right, we got Mancl busting out the black racks. I know Jimbo's excited about that. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Once again, stick around. We'll be right back.
Testing of the 2024 lineup began years ago.
Put it to the test in Missouri, Kansas, Ohio.
That's a beautiful sight. Look at that.
Bringing together this collection of minds of people who actually spend collectively thousands of days in the woods.
It was pretty amazing to see how quickly they could adapt and go, okay, that little piece is gone and we're going to fix it.
It just got fine-tuned into something that, in my opinion, is no doubt the best whitetail gear on the planet.
I mean, that's lungs. Hey guys, welcome back to another week of RUT Live. It is the grand finale, week 4, the final one of 2024. We appreciate you guys being here. You know the drill by now with the giveaways. For any item that MSRP is over $200, to get entered for those items, you just got to head over to our website. Every $25 spent at our website gets you in the drawing for those high dollar items. Got quite a few of them again here this week. We got another HHA Rise bow sight, a cage blind, a large duffel bag from First Light, a Vortex Viper rangefinder, another $400 gift card, good for lacrosse footwear, and a Tether Ultra Lock SD with the Elite accessory kit. Again, all those items, to get entered for those, just head over to our website. Every $25 spent on the website is 1 entry. You spend $100, you get 4 entries. We can't thank you guys enough for watching RUT Live. Let's get back to the hunting.
Throwing sticks up. Or no, I had a twig I wanted to knock out, but I couldn't reach it, so I threw one of my sticks on it, and it stuck in the tree like 20 feet.
You're unmuted.
So then Ross is at the ground throwing 1 sticks up at it to try and knock it out. Then he almost got one of them stuck too.
Okay, it's all good. Checking back in with Mancl. What a handsome man he is. Riley Weeks chiming in saying she loves her new lacrosse boots.
Like the edge of this pond was
just in case anybody was wondering. I've never met a person that did not love their new lacrosse boots. Got a lot of guesses coming in on this old buck behind me here. So far, nobody has been correct. I don't even think anybody's gotten within 20 years. But keep the guesses rolling in. Make sure you keep your trivia answers rolling in, and be sure to join the Breaking Point on YouTube as a member so that you'll be entered for a chance to win this next year's Hoyt flagship bow. And don't forget to get on the Breaking Point website and buy some merch, some coffee, to get entered in to win some more awesome prizes. We've given away tons of stuff. Everything from boots to blinds, attractants.
Hello.
I think they hit him earlier because I always see him out there early in the year. Like when you drive in and out at dark. There's a bunch of oak trees up in the front there, and I think when those drop acorns, they like to go to them trees. That's where me and Isaac saw that one big 8-pointer. First sit of the year when we drove in. We haven't seen that deer since. I don't know where the hell that deer went, but like, that deer is a hell of a lot bigger than the one that we had come through, and that deer is definitely a 3-year-old, but after seeing this deer, I don't think I could pass that one. I've never had a picture of him back here. I think he hangs up in the front more.
Checking back in with Ross Weeks, the man you know as Cheeks, straight out of Concord, Michigan, I believe, former Yellow Jacket. Got some action, some deer on the hoof. Looks to be maybe a buck. It's hard for me to tell on this little screen. It's carrying itself like a lone bachelor. Nice foggy evening he's having there. More guesses coming in hot on the old trivia question about the deer. We got Jessica Slaminski saying, thanks to you guys at the Breaking Point, the RUT Live was playing for our 2-year-old to watch while in the bathroom, and he went potty for the first time. small wins. Well, congratulations, Jessica. It's always better to have that happen where you want it to happen and not where you don't, especially with the kids. We'll call that a win for sure. And Danette Jepson said she, or he, it's a very difficult name to gauge, received the trick bow hanger and arrow station from last week's drawing. They're pretty awesome. Thanks again. Always cool to see people enjoying the freebies. Something spooked that young buck. Hightailing it away from Ross. I'm not sure what's going on with this young buck out in front of Ross here. Something's got him spooked or intrigued. Could be either one. Colin Carlton says the first time out of the 3 lives we've done so far that he's not watching in the tree. Tagged out in Northwest Wisconsin Thursday morning. Congratulations to you, man. Matt Portscheller, probably a Yeti. Probably was. I like that guess too. 1776 Virginia. You're close. $1941 Hawaii. You're not far off either.
Testing 1 2.
All right, we're going to give old Ross a chance to marinate in the stand here while we grab a quick commercial break. Brought to you by our sponsors.
Yeah, I've been looking for a big one, but it's really hard to find.
Is this one big enough?
I think I'll keep looking.
Hey, I've got one over here I can show you.
Well, I hope yours is bigger than the one the last guy showed me.
I think I have exactly what you're looking for.
Yep, that's huge.
Try it out.
I'll take it. Sorry, boys.
next week's gonna be the week. Next 2 weeks, some stuff's gonna die.
Welcome back, everybody, to the season finale 2024 of RUT Live. We're very thankful that everybody's been tuning in. Thank you guys so much for joining on the fun with the trivia questions and the giveaways and staying active with us in the YouTube chat. It's always a good time. We're glad to have you. Hopefully this fuzzy critter is going to put something down.
I met you a quarter after. We were probably rolling in right at 1. That was just before 1. He come running out of there.
What a night, man. Conditions have been perfect across the board. We've got deer on the hoof, animals coming in and out. We've got bucks around, just not the right bucks. But man, this is when stuff gets serious. This is about the time of day when we find success. Maybe Ross, with all those missing fingers on his gloves, will be able to ice a nice buck tonight. Why do you think that left-hand middle finger is so much more worn out than the rest? You can unmute me if you where. We've got a couple people asking who all's out there tonight. We got Hayden in the tree with him as cameraman tonight. Ross Weeks, obviously, also hunting in Iowa, and Isaac filming for him. We also have Jacob Rand and Dan Schubring in Wisconsin. There's some technical issues that we've had here and there, but I believe we've got them now. And Hunter Jacobs and Kyle Zablewski in Wisconsin as well. But as you guys know, these live units, it's about like trying to check stuff on your phone when you're out in the woods. If you don't have good signal, it's difficult, you know. So it can be a little bit of a headache to get everybody on and working, and especially when you're trying to hang and hunt or hunt mobily. You know, you can't test those situations always, so we do the best we can with what we got, and the boys produce pretty damn well. Here's old Hunter Jacobs. Pop them back in. Back to Ross Weeks. Is he rattling? Is that Ross? Ross hitting the antlers? Tickling the old ivories?
He's running. He might look, try and see, that's why I don't like doing that. More than likely he's running to get downwind of us. I don't like that. I don't know why I did that.
Side of the marsh. She might still be over there. She was just kind of feeding around right on that marsh edge. But yeah, pretty uneventful for the rut, so we're gonna sneak out of here. Hopefully we can get out clean. We'll be back out tomorrow.
There you have it. Check back in with Ross here. Daylight's fading pretty fast. Go ahead and throw our trivia question up one more time before the episode winds to a close. Don't forget to get your answers in the comments. Which TVP intern shot a 171-inch Iowa Giant on public land last season? Was it A, Spitz, B, Chuck, C, Hayden, or D, Ross? Get those answers in the comments for your chance to win. Just a host of awesome prizes that were thrown out there, so take one home. We're going to go ahead and check in with our boy Brennan. Going to give us a quick word on the grand prize. This is your last chance to enter. Do we know, like, is there a time set for tonight when entries will be cut off, or what are we doing with that there, Spitz Daddy? The end of the sode. Well, get in now. You still can, and you might not be able to in 15 minutes. So get her done. Join the Breaking Point on YouTube.
Hey guys, hopefully you're enjoying the action here on RUT Live. We can't thank you guys enough for tuning in and showing support here throughout this live broadcast. Just wanted to talk to you real quick about our 2024 RUT Live Grand Prize. Hoyt Archery is going to give one of you guys a 2025 bow. This is a brand new bow, isn't even announced yet. We don't even have our hands on it, but one of you guys is going to have that opportunity to get your hands on this new Hoyt bow. All you got to do to enter for the Hoyt bow is subscribe to our channel and join what we call the Breaking Point Club. Go to our YouTube channel and all you got to click is join. It's $4.99 a month. And not only is it going to get you in for this bow drawing, it's also going to give you early access to our videos, member-only live stream Q&As, and so much more. So if you want to get in for the 2025 bowl, go over and join the Breaking Point Club. And again, we appreciate you guys watching RUT Live.
Easy does it. Make sure you're enjoying the club. It's awesome. You're going to get a lot of exclusive content. You know, you'll have access to Q&As with the boys, like Brennan said. You get a little skin in the game, and it means a lot. Mancl looking like he ate a turd. We got Jessica Slaminski asking if she can sign her kids up. Yeah, absolutely. Give them membership. Membership is a membership, so jump on it. Still got Ross with this young buck out in the field here. Not a lot going on tonight. A little bit surprised by that. Was hoping to have our good producer Spitzley jump on here and go back and forth with him for a little while, but he's having some microphone issues, so not sure that's going to be an option tonight. But he sends his best. Where's Jimbo at tonight? Don't know. Nobody knows. Probably at the Whitetail Lanes. We're going to check in quick with Mancl for a quick interview on the outs.
Losing light fast here in Iowa. It's been a rainy, overcast, wet night, but we had some good deer movement. Had an awesome encounter with same buck that we actually had an encounter with here last week. He's just a stud 3.5-year-old. Come through with a doe. Doe came to 18 yards. He hung back at about 30. Had the recurve tonight, so I mean, I told myself last week when I saw him I wasn't going to shoot that deer no matter what, even with the recurve. So we got a lot bigger deer in here to hunt, and I'm still kind of praying that some of these more mature deer that we had pictures of last year will eventually show up here any day now. So there's one coming across right now. Either a doe or a little buck. But no, it's been a good night. We've seen quite a few deer, a few bucks, a handful of does and fawns. The weather was kind of disappointing though. It was supposed to let up on the radar, and it's pretty much rained on us, misted on us all night. But next few days it's going to be pretty good. It's supposed to clear up. We got wind switch here tonight. back to west, and then we got like northwest here on Monday. So we should have some really good sits ahead of us, and be able to hunt some of my permission pieces, and I'm really excited to get into those because got some solid bucks on them. So thanks for watching the live this week. Thanks for watching them all season if you've been on here and supporting the channel. We enjoy doing them for you guys, and we look forward to bringing them to you next year, and hopefully we can just make it bigger and better every year. So we're going to stick it out here. In the last few minutes, we'll probably lose light before shooting, actually, but that's all I got. Get her done.
We appreciate you too, Mancl.
I should have did a Forrest Gump, and that's all I got to say about that.
You just did, brother. Heck yeah. We got some comments coming in on YouTube asking if we could get one more episode this year. Why not do a Wisconsin gun opener RUT live? Got a quick closer from Ross. Give us a recap of his set. Cheeks Weeks.
Really productive sit here. Everything's quite a ways off. But we did have that young buck early come right behind us into like 30 yards. Seeing a lot of bucks, spikes, a lot of does. We were seeing a couple bucks across the field. Like right now, there's one out there, way out there. That's a buck. We're seeing them like 400 yards down. Just going back and forth, CRP to CRP. We can't really tell what they are, but they look like solid deer. But they're so far away. I hit the horns at one, which was stupid, but I'm really happy with what we learned here tonight. Just kind of how these deer are working out of here. But that's going to do it for us. We'll show you guys if anything else steps out and we can get good footage of it. But we appreciate you guys watching.
Got Matt Portscheller saying he's going to miss RUT Live. Do whatever it takes to do this for Wisconsin gun season. Man, that would be like watching Saving Private Ryan, in my opinion. Just a bunch of dudes in orange running around shooting at everything. Man, do a gun season episode.
Really?
All right, still got that deer out in the field for weeks. Daylight's dwindling down. He's running out of time. Not a shooter in any ways for him. So I believe this is going to do it for us for 2024 RUT Live. We really appreciate everybody tuning in. There's been some talk of maybe a pop-up episode for gun season. We'll see if that comes to fruition. If it does, we'll be sure and let everybody know. But as always, couldn't be more grateful to have you guys watching, tuning in, commenting, and chatting back and forth with us. I don't believe we've had a correct guess on the old buck behind me yet, so keep those fired up. Make sure you get to the Breaking Point on YouTube and join as a member for your chance to be entered in to win the new Hoyt bow. Make sure you hit the trivia question tonight for your chance on some of the smaller gifts, the giveaways. But for me and for all the boys at the Breaking Point, thank you. Couldn't be happier to be able to do this. And it's people tuning in and sponsors pitching in that make it all possible, and a lot of hard work too. That's a wrap.
You want a sight that's built to last, has been proven, has a lifetime warranty, and is made right here in the USA. HHA makes sights for all archers, all skill levels, and for all users. Whether you're flinging arrows in the backyard or going on the trip of a lifetime, trust isn't built overnight. It's built by being #1 for decades. HHA.